Aries tour fans, we're now at the Great Southern Killarney. This is probably the best hotel in Killarney. This is a timeline of the history of this hotel. And it is probably the best place here. Let's take a quick look as we leave the Great Southern. Yeah, library. This is the lobby of the Great Southern. They're having a staff meeting there, I'd say. They have a restaurant. How are you today? This is the Great Southern. This is a landmark of Killarney, the Great Southern Hotel. And it's probably the best hotel in Killarney. And also probably the most expensive. Today we have another absolutely beautiful day here in Killarney. A velvet blue sky. Once again, we're shooting this for you in 4K, 60 frames per second. Harder to work with, harder to edit, but much more beautiful. So before this is a part of our tour of Killarney where we're doing a walk on all the streets of Killarney and showing you as many of the sights as we possibly can. It'll give you the feeling of actually being here in Killarney and probably make you want to come and see it for yourself. As you can see, this is the Killarney Railroad Station. The train goes right past here and it stops at the Great Southern, essentially. Now we're walking toward the Great Southern. I've come upon some, what I would view as quite nice apartments. Whether these are part of the Great Southern or rooms that are rented by the Great Southern, they seem to be in it. I don't know what they are. I may ask this lady. Ma'am, are these private apartments here? Are these private apartments?
They are.
They are. Okay. Good. You live here?
I do.
How expensive are they?
Well, they were very expensive when they started. I mean, they were $500,000.
Uh-huh.
The top ones, the penthouses or duplex, whatever you want to call them.
Yes.
And then they were over 350 for the rest of them.
So lower
But
levels of 350.
then it crashed.
Right. It did, of
Yeah.
course.
So you get one 350 for the penthouse now. Cheaper a few years ago, but they're gone back up a bit.
Right.
And 250 to 270.
And how many
for the
bedrooms
others.
are there?
3 bedrooms in the top ones and 2 bedrooms in the other ones.
1 bath?
No, and an ensuite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So
One
you have
ensuite.
2. Yeah, 1 ensuite.
Very nice.
So
and they're not connected to the Great Southern, are they?
They are actually.
Oh, they are?
They are.
You mean, so the Great
They
Southern...
holiday homes. Do you see the bungalows up there?
Yes.
They belong to the Southern. So they rent them out as well as holiday homes if you want to stay there and use the facilities in the Southern, the pool and all that.
Oh, good.
Okay.
But can you use the facilities in the Southern?
No. You'd have to be a member of the
Oh, okay.
And it cuts out then to Countess Road.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, this is a shortcut.
I got you.
You see, and Countess Road, you drive in. But they're very close to town.
So the less expensive apartments here are about €350 now?
No, there you get cheaper.
Cheaper?
The more expensive ones are $350.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the duplex. Or
right.
The penthouse, whichever. And they have a very big balcony.
I see with the double window on that one. That's probably a duplex, right?
No.
The top window?
The top window, yeah. The top one, yes, sorry. And that goes out to the front. You have a big balcony up on top.
Right, I see that.
I live in one of those myself.
Oh, cool.
And the other ones now you'll get for between $250 and $270.
Very good.
It's the duplex you'll pay the $350 for.
Well, actually that's reasonable from where I come from.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, do that. All right. So now you know where to buy your house.
Now where to buy my house.
You could walk in around anyway, so nobody's going to say anything.
Okay, thank you very much. So you can get a apartment here, or a condo, for $250. Not bad. Let's take a little look around. And they're owned by the Great Southern, or originally were owned and developed by the Great Southern. It's permission of the Great Southern Management is given, and this is Tom Campbell Fencing. And these are the condos here. She said apartments, but I think she really meant to say condos. They may not have that distinguished quite as much as we do where I come from and where some of you may come from. These look quite interesting. They're very modern. Someone likes plants in that place. And it's even more than back here. How about that? See, our goal, Gary's Tours fans, is to find places of interest for you and to find things that you're not going to learn on most other tours. There's a large number of condos in this group of condominiums. And you're only about 200 yards away from the Great Southern. So you can, and she said, if you recall, there's a club membership you can pay for at the Great Southern, use that to exercise and use their facilities. Great Southern has a long history of changes of ownership. At one point in time, it was owned by the state of Ireland. Now it's privately owned. Very nice. They certainly have focus on security here too, it appears. Little patios for each unit. Not bad at all. 250,000 euros is not exorbitant. As I say, not where I come from, where a condo in Manhattan, or even we've done other videos on Brooklyn Heights. A one-bedroom condo in Brooklyn Heights can be $1 million, or a two-bedroom rather. So we have the railroad here. This is where people might first come if you're not a driver and you want to fly to Dublin, which is what many Americans do, and then take the train to come here. You could do that. I love driving, always have. This is a beautiful day. I'm excited about today. I'm going to make the most of it because it looks like we're getting the next 5 or 6 days of rain, which means I'll be doing videoing of indoor activities, indoor museums, indoors of castles, and then do the exteriors at some later date. Now, this could be the railroad station, but I'm not sure. But I'd like to find out. And that, of course, over there is part of the Great Southern. So let's see if this is, in fact, the entrance to the railroad station. It may well be. Ah, what could this be? Tickets? A railroad platform? Sort of a very European-styled railroad platform. Open on the ends and covered inside. Typically the way things are done in Europe. Here's the tracks. They don't look heavily worn like subway tracks in New York do. Looks like they have one line coming in here, and it terminates here. So this is the end of the line for this railroad line. Doesn't go any further west, apparently. All right. Nice railroad station. Here's the railroad maps. The Irish Railroad map. And it shows, if we look at it, you go from Cork Tipperary, Limerick, Killarney, and it goes on, it looks like, to Tralee. Tralee is the furthest west you can go in the province of Munster, which is where we're located now. And its direct lines take you right back to Dublin. Very interesting. How quick does the schedule run? Monday through Saturday. 5:05 a.m. and it goes. It says Lorient, Saffron. Well, I've never been good at reading train schedules anyway. That's why I drive. So you recall seeing Brown's Bar at the Great Southern. We have hearty meals, light snacks, open until 9 p.m. Once again, look at that sky. I wish every day was like this. Of course, the plants wouldn't. They'd dry up really quickly. It's a great time of year. The color of the leaves is not that darker green that you get with July and August. It's the bright, fresh look of springtime. And there's the main building for the Great Southern Hotel, which is maybe one of the first things you see if you come to Killarney by train. Now let's walk back toward the center of Killarney and see what we see on this next street that we're covering. So Brown's is their restaurant and bar.
Your heated seat or your slick.